Have you ever wondered what happens when Hollywood's biggest stars trade their red carpets for prison? Jumpsuits? Fame and fortune don't make anyone immune to the law, and some of the most famous names in showbiz have spent serious time behind bars. From shocking crimes to redemption stories, here are 15 Hollywood superstars who broke the law and served major prison time. Stay tuned, because some of these names will leave you speechless. Let's dive into some of the most notorious cases in Hollywood history. Number 1. Mark Wahlberg, assault and battery. Before he became a Hollywood A-lister, Mark Wahlberg had a troubled past. At just 16, he was convicted of assault after attacking two Vietnamese men in a racially charged incident. Wahlberg was sentenced to 2 years in prison, but served only 45 days. He has since expressed deep regret for his actions and worked to turn his life around. Number 2. Tim Allen, drug trafficking. Speaking of troubled pasts, Mark Wahlberg isn't the only one with a criminal record. Before making us laugh in Home Improvement, Tim Allen was arrested in 1978 for trafficking over a pound of cocaine. Facing a possible life sentence, he cooperated with authorities and served over 2 years in federal prison. This was a wake-up call that changed his life forever. Number 3. Robert Downey Jr., drug charges. Similar to Tim Allen, Robert Downey Jr. also battled substance abuse. Now one of the most beloved actors in Hollywood, his struggles in the late 90s led to multiple arrests. After violating probation, he served nearly a year in prison. Thankfully, he turned his life around and made a triumphant comeback as Iron Man. Number 4. Wesley Snipes, tax evasion. From addiction issues to financial crimes, we move on to Wesley Snipes. Hollywood star Snipes thought he could outsmart the IRS, but in 2008, he was convicted of tax evasion and sentenced to 3 years in prison. He served 2.5 years before being released. Since then, he has resumed his acting career, though with a lower profile. Number 5. Mike Tyson, assault conviction. Just like Wesley Snipes, Mike Tyson also found himself behind bars. The legendary boxer and The Hangover star was sentenced to 6 years in prison for assault in 1992. He served nearly 3 years before being released. Tyson has since turned his life around and remains a pop culture icon. Number 6. Felicity Huffman, college admissions scandal. Jumping from the world of sports to Hollywood scandals, Felicity Huffman was caught in the infamous college admissions scandal. She was sentenced to 14 days in prison, serving 11 days before release. The scandal rocked Hollywood and exposed the dark side of elite privilege. Number 7. Danny Trejo, armed robbery. Speaking of turning one's life around, Danny Trejo is a prime example. Before becoming the tough guy in films like Machete, Trejo was actually a real-life criminal. He spent years in and out of prison for armed robbery and drug-related offenses. He turned his life around and became one of Hollywood's most recognized tough guys. Number 8. Paris Hilton, DUI and probation violation. While Danny Trejo's past was intense, Paris Hilton's time behind bars was much shorter. In 2007, the socialite and reality TV star was sentenced to 45 days in jail for violating her probation related to a DUI charge. She served about 23 days before being released. Number 10. Martha Stewart, insider trading. Moving from music to business, Martha Stewart, the queen of lifestyle, was convicted of insider trading in 2004 and sentenced to 5 months in prison. She completed her sentence and made a strong comeback in the business world. Number 11. O.J. Simpson, armed robbery. If Martha Stewart's crime was financial, O.J. Simpson's case was much more dramatic. Though he was controversially acquitted in the 1995 murder trial, Simpson wasn't as lucky in 2008 when he was sentenced to 33 years in prison for armed robbery. He served 9 years before being granted parole. Number 12. Tupac Shakur, assault charges. Staying in the world of iconic figures, Tupac Shakur spent nearly a year in prison in the mid-90s on assault charges before being released on bail. His time in prison shaped much of his later music and activism. Number 13. Lori Loughlin, college admissions scandal. Just like Felicity Huffman, Full House actress Lori Loughlin was caught in the college admissions scandal ***. She was sentenced to 2 months in prison, which she served in full. Number 14. Suge Knight, manslaughter. Moving from scandals to serious crimes, Suge Knight, the former Death Row Records mogul, was sentenced to 28 years in prison for voluntary manslaughter. His criminal past finally caught up with him, and he remains behind bars. Number 15. Sean Penn, assault on a photographer. Closing our list, we have Sean Penn. In the late 80s, he was sentenced to 60 days in jail after assaulting a photographer. He served about a month and later channeled his energy into humanitarian work. While Hollywood is often seen as glamorous, these stories prove that fame doesn't put anyone above the law. Some of these celebrities turned their lives around, while others continued down a troubled path. What do you think about these cases? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating Hollywood stories. Thanks for watching, and until next time.